Hello, person. Have you ever pondered why society urges us to accept everything and everyone? It's a question that might rattle the recesses of your mind. We live in an era where all behaviors, lifestyles, and ideologies are not only tolerated, but also celebrated. We are expected to embrace them all without question or without pause. It's as though society has handed us a pair of rose-colored glasses, urging us to see the world through a lens of absolute acceptance. But let's take a step back for a moment. Let's question this trending narrative. It's prevalent in our modern society, especially in the digital world we are so deeply immersed in. We are encouraged to comply, to nod, to accept regardless of our personal beliefs, regardless of our moral compass. We are told that this is the path to harmony, the road to a better world. But does this absolute acceptance truly lead to a better society? Consider the world of social media influencers. We live in an era where popularity and influence can be amassed in the digital realm, often shaping the perceptions and behaviors of millions. Take, for instance, a well-known influencer who regularly promotes an extravagant lifestyle, one that is filled with incessant partying, unhealthy eating habits, and an unrealistic beauty standard. This portrayal, while being glamorized, can have a detrimental impact on their vast following. Many young followers, in their quest to emulate this lifestyle, may develop a skewed perception of reality, leading to mental health issues like anxiety or depression. Further, this unchecked acceptance promotes harmful behaviors such as binge drinking or extreme dieting. It's here where we see that acceptance isn't always a virtue. When we blindly accept everything, we risk endorsing detrimental norms and behaviors. In this instance, blind acceptance can be damaging. Now, let's shift our gaze to the realm of politics. In an age where political discourse is often heated and divisive, a case in point serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unfiltered acceptance. Picture a hypothetical nation where political extremism has been allowed to grow unchecked. The leaders, in their pursuit of power, have capitalized on the fears and prejudices of the masses. They've stoked the fires of division, turning neighbor against neighbor and friend against friend. This extremism, once a fringe element, has now become mainstream, creating a chasm in the very fabric of society. The citizens of this nation, in their acceptance of these extreme views, have unknowingly fostered an environment of hostility and conflict. The result? A society divided, a nation at odds with itself, and a populace more interested in winning arguments than in finding common ground. Now, here again we see how unchecked acceptance can lead to societal discord. So, where does this lead us? We find ourselves in a society that is teetering on the edge of complete acceptance, a society that is increasingly failing to recognize the importance of discernment. Discernment, the ability to judge well, to understand and decide what is right or wrong, is a quality of utmost importance. While acceptance is a noble virtue, it should never be absolute. It's essential to question, to debate, and most importantly, to assess things before we accept them. In an era of information overload, critical thinking becomes our beacon of hope. It encourages us to delve deeper, to look beyond the surface, and to make informed decisions. It pushes us to challenge the status quo, to question the norms, and to engage in meaningful discussions. Through discernment and critical thinking, we can navigate the complexities of our society more effectively, ensuring that our acceptance is not blind but informed, not passive but active. Therefore, absolute acceptance isn't always the path to a better society. In conclusion, acceptance is a double-edged sword. It is the gateway to understanding and empathy, yet it also holds the potential for unchecked extremism and the glorification of harmful behaviors. As we've explored in this discussion, the influence of social media personalities and the rise of political extremism serve as stark reminders of the perils of blind acceptance. These case studies underscore the crucial need for discernment in our daily lives. Acceptance, while noble, should never be absolute or without question. It should be tempered with a critical eye and an understanding of the wider implications. Discernment and critical thinking are not hindrances to progress, but rather essential tools in creating a healthier, more balanced society. They allow us to navigate the complex tapestry of ideas and beliefs, accepting what is beneficial and questioning what could be harmful. So, the next time you're urged to accept something without question, remember, a healthy dose of discernment can make all the difference. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.